Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 37 of Eden's Realm. So, I have been working on and off in between episodes to really just get ready to get this project done. I'm feeling ready to get it done. I really want to have it ready for 1.20, and we just need to get it done. I think by the time that this video releases, 1.19.4 will already be out, and so we should be seeing some pre-releases of 1.20 soon. But I think I just want to try and get this project done today. It's a pretty big task, but I think that we will be able to do it. We're gonna need to build 2 farms, and we're also gonna need to finish up the decoration for there. But I think that we can do it. So we have everything that we need except pufferfish and gas tiers. Everything else is completely taken care of except for the fact that I lost a shulker box of brown mushrooms somewhere. I don't really know where they went. I spent about 20 minutes searching for them earlier and could not find them. So that may just mean that we AFK at the brown mushroom farm again. I don't really know. But we just need to build 2 farms, a pufferfish and a ghast farm, and they shouldn't be too difficult. But I've spent some time looking for a pufferfish farm, and I didn't really find any that I liked, but I did find a really large farm from El Mango on his, I think it was a Peaceful series, that he made quite a while ago, and I want to find out if that works. It was like a shifting floor design with magma blocks on the bottom that like allowed all of your fish to spawn, and then it sucked them down and killed them. So I want to go and experiment with that in creative. Alrighty, so I started doing a little bit of research, and the original plan was to build the pufferfish farm in the warm ocean biome that is just like south of the mining mesa that we use near our farm, or not our farm, our main area. But I came to the conclusion that that wasn't going to be worth it, and obviously we should use our perimeter. We'll get better rates here, and since pufferfish spawn in lush caves, we can build it down super low, like this. So I went ahead and I fitted this in, and most everything is in it. I probably should move it 1 or 2 blocks over, judging by that. Yeah, and we have space too. But this is kind of the plan. Well, after some testing, it turns out I was wrong. Pufferfish do not spawn in lush caves. I don't know how I missed that fact, but it's only tropical fish that I would get here. So I'm glad I didn't go ahead, but this concept does work really, really well. I have the minecarts running back and forth there, and then if I just go like this, you can see the fish spawn really quickly, and then they all die. It's a really good concept, but sadly it's not going to work here. But I think we're going to have to build it in a lukewarm ocean biome somewhere, or a warm ocean, but we'll have to figure out a way to do something. And in case you're wondering, this perimeter that I already have here is all just regular ocean, so that means no. And we are back over at the original area. This is, you can see I was planning out to build it up there, but obviously that doesn't work anymore. And in the interest of doing as little work as possible, because that's what I feel like, the idea is I will have an AFK spot right here, and then from here we can use this part of the warm ocean to spawn all of the tropical fish. And you can see here, the radius of the fish spawning sphere is actually a little bit smaller. It's 64, and whereas the regular hostile mob spawning radius is actually 128. So it's quite a bit smaller, and we can use that to our advantage here by having them spawn just in this corner here. The plan will be to just drain everything in here, which it'll be a little bit of work, but I don't think it's going to be so much that it feels terrible. It's the smallest portion. I was considering doing it over there, but we ran into the river biome over there, and everywhere else is there's a river biome all around, so I'd have to clear that out. But if we do it right here, it should be pretty easy. It's going to be quite a bit of water to clear out, but I don't think it'll take me too long. And then we'll just build a smaller version of that right in here, probably fill up as much space as we can, and call it a day. So it should be good. Well, I've put in the wall, and I started to drain it out, but I came to realize that obviously I need to figure out, oh, that was not intended. I need to figure out where the farm is going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the biome overlay here, and we can just drop in here and take a look. So I know that it's going to be 12 wide, so I should probably start somewhere right in here. We figure there. Do we have enough room to go 12 here? Okay, we have enough room here. So if this was one end of the farm and then the other side stretched down this way, I think it'd probably be best here. Okay, so I went ahead and I placed in all of the glass blocks that are going to go along the outside of the farm. I had to break the cobblestone and then the water got messed up, but I can take care of that later. And then right down here at this level is where the magma blocks are going to go. So I think the plan will be to clear out all of the water along the outside and then down below, and then we'll just already have the water filled in, which will be pretty useful because filling in water is almost as hard as taking it out. Quick progress update. I've gotten all of the water cleared out and I've started putting in a little bit of the redstone. You can see the observer lines going that way, and then eventually we'll have the rail lines down here. But haven't gotten that far yet. It's I am remembering now why I hate draining things. It didn't take me too long in the great scheme of things, but like just draining things is so monotonous and unenjoyable. And the farm has been built up. It looks absolutely disgusting. I was originally gonna make it out of like some nice materials and try and make it look nice, but I decided that overall it just wasn't going to be worth it since we probably will run this once and then never come back here. But I put in the filtering or this system here to unload the hopper minecarts, and then we just have it all running into these chests here. So all we have to do is flick this lever, which will turn on the magma block shifter, and then turn this on, which I think we just leave like that, right? I don't remember exactly how to use this. Oh, I forgot some redstone. Well, I guess that I am going to be fixing that really quick. But, and then we have our AFK spot right up here. So, we should be able to see some fish spawning whenever it, yeah, we saw some fish die there. Should shift any minute now. I may have to speed up that clock if it's not. Yeah, that clock will need sped up. But there it goes, and we can see the fish starting to spawn, and then they die. So I'm wondering, it doesn't seem like there's very good rates, so I'm wondering, is it possible? Doesn't look like there's any fish out here. I don't know. Either way, I need to fix that, but then I think I'm just gonna start AFKing this farm. I've been AFKing for about 30 minutes, and let's see what we got. My assumption is we'll have like maybe 1 or 2 stacks of stuff. Not really certain, but there's a lot of stuff. Oh, geez. Okay, well, throw those out. Okay, so it hadn't started filling up this chest, but it is just about full. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9 stacks in 30 minutes. That's super, super good. Wowza. Alright, well, I guess then that I don't really need to stick around any that much longer. 9 stacks is enough to get us started on the thing. There's a lot of tropical fish. I don't know what you can do with tropical fish. Can you even eat it? Yep, you can eat it. Can you cook it? You know, I don't know these things. I don't think I've ever messed with tropical fish. I don't think you can. Yep, it doesn't smell. You craft anything? You know, I'm gonna look it up. I don't think you can make anything with it, but either way, I need to clean up all of the mess that I've made, and then we can go back and get started on project number 2 for today, which is going to be the ghast farm. And I made quite a bit of a mess today, if you can't tell. I have looked it up, and it turns out that tropical fish can only be used to eat raw and to be used in trading, so they're basically worthless. I'll probably add a system to discard them later. But we have our ghast farm done now. It's a pretty interesting design if you've never seen a portal farm before. So basically, the ghasts spawn on this layer of blocks here, and most of the skeleton spawns are stopped by these frog lights. Since we're in a soul sand valley, only those two can spawn, and so the gas spawn here, and immediately they clip into these nether portals, which then teleports them instantly to the overworld, which is where we kill them. And you have to have a separate portal to go to the overworld so that you don't end up in the gas killing chamber. But if we head, I think it's this way. Oh no, it's this way. I have an arrow down there. And there you go, you can see it off in the distance here. If I had another player loading it, we'd actually be able to see the gas coming through, but we don't have that here. And I don't really like to use carpet bots, even though they actually can be used. But we can just check it out, and lots and lots of gas tiers. I already picked up about 10 stacks or so, 8 stacks earlier, so we definitely have enough now, and it's pretty good. The farm, basically, it's just one nether portal, and the size of the farm is limited by where you can input ghasts into this one nether portal. It's a little bit complicated, and I did a lot of testing around in creative to find it out. And there's probably a better optimized way to do it, but basically they just come in, clip in here, and they get killed by the obsidian blocks while they're clipping in. And then you have to have these two blocks here so that they don't accidentally clip outside of the glass. But other than that, it's pretty simple and straightforward farm design. Obviously, lots of gunpowder, some bones, and arrows. Nothing that we don't already have, but yeah. The one bad thing is you kind of have to fly back and forth to the farm since you can't have nether portal travel. But other than that, it's a pretty nice farm design. And if you want to know more about nether portal farm designs, I suggest you go and check out Nimbon's video. I think he made a episode of it on his Fun Farms series. It was quite a while ago, but it does a really good job of explaining like in detail the like types of steps you have to go through to get the results that you want. And but oh, I guess I lost that shulker box a while ago. Ah, I'm losing things all the time in this world. Like I still don't know where that brown mushroom thing, the brown mushroom thing is, but who knows? We'll find it eventually. Alrighty, so now we have actually finally got all of our ingredients that we'll ever need, and it's time to put them into the brewing system. So it was a kind of a bad decision on my part to just leave them all over here, but now it's time for me to take them over. So I think I'm just gonna, well, I probably should get a whole lot of shulker boxes and do it, but luckily I'm able to craft all of them, and just go on from there. But it's going to take me a little bit to move them over, and then I think I do want to decorate a little bit over there. And everything has now been put in. You can see almost all of the lights are up, but obviously this block still isn't up. And that's because of one reason. We can come down here and look. We actually don't have enough of the pufferfish to actually fill it up. We need about another 2 stacks, and we're in the same boat of phantom membrane. Those two are, I'm not going to use them that often, so what I'm going to do for now is punch out this torch, which will unlock it and allow us to use it. But eventually I will have to come back in, and once I get enough, I'll replace those. But I want to try brewing something. So what I'm going to do is I want to just have a regular speed potion. If I find speed on here, swiftness, maybe? Yeah, here it is. It should change to swiftness. It's on regular. Actually, I'll just set it to splash just so we can test it. And then we click brew. And let's see if it works here. We should see, yep, there goes our first minecart. We should see 2 more, right? Because we'll have, that's sugar, and then I think gunpowder should come next. There it goes. And let's actually go and take a look. I'm super excited to see if this works. That's not looking good. There's no water bottles in there. Ah. And one of these hasn't been dispensed. That's not good. I'm assuming most likely all it needed to do was prime the system, so if it runs through it, it should refill this with water bottles next, but I'm not certain. I think I might actually be able to fix it doing... Oh, there we go. We can see it starting to brew, and now these are all filled up. Okay. I wonder if it'll actually finish the brewing cycle, because, well, I don't know. I bet it won't actually finish brewing it into a full speed and swiftness potion. Alright, it got broken. The water bottles are filled back up, and if we fly up here... Okay, that did not work. Oh, because it... Huh. So maybe... It didn't work the first time, but it did work that second time. Okay, I'm gonna try and brew it again, and we'll see if it works this time. And that time it worked perfectly as well. So I think it's safe to say that it's on to working well now, and we can get speed whenever we want, which is super nice. Obviously, speed 1 isn't great, but it'll do its job. I do need to, I guess actually what I'll do is I'll keep these 2 boxes, and then I'll just toss this one and put it back into the system. But for now, those can stay. What I want to do is I want to cover this area up and have a walkway that leads us up into this room here. So probably it'll snake its way around this way and up to there. And then I need to close off all of these gaps and have like an entrance from here to here and all that kinds of stuff. And also I gotta put all of this back in. But I'm gonna get to working on that, and then I'll show it to you once it's done. And the decoration has been done. It's not going to look like a whole lot. I didn't put in so much effort, but I specifically went and made an entrance here. So I blocked off the entirety of this big hole that was here. And now if we just like sneak right around through here, we will eventually get it to the inner workings of the machine, which is pretty cool. It's just like a nice little secret passageway, not a whole lot to go on, but it's better than having just a huge gaping hole right over here. And I actually did the same thing on the other side where we have the item storage. So just a little bit of decoration in here. You can see the tree up top poking through, and then if we come back through here, we'll have this right in here. I need to go ahead and run some more white concrete through our concrete maker down below. I have run out. But other than that, I think it's looking pretty good. It'll all be kind of lit up like this whenever we're done. But I can do that in between episodes. I think by the time that this episode comes out, it will have 1.19.4 will have come out, and I think I'm planning on just taking a little bit of a break until 1.20. So I don't know when that's going to come out. Hopefully, sometime in late March or April. We'll see. Mojang has been a little bit iffy with their release dates and everything, which is okay, but also it doesn't help long-term planning. But I think the plan is to just cut back to 1 video a week of Vault Hunters from here on out. My backlog is basically gone now, and so with everything going on, I think it'll be best. But I think that we've gotten a whole lot done today. I'm super happy with it, and yeah. So that is going to be where we call this episode today. Thank you so much for watching. As per usual, oh, there's a hole. I need to fill that in. As per usual, it has been an absolute blast making it. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Um, and I will see you again in the next episode. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.